Hello, this is Katie with Homeschool Chat, and I just want to put a little disclaimer. This is still really new for me, and I feel really awkward, so I'm going to try really hard to not be awkward, and I'm going to try really hard to talk to you eye to eye. But I'm reading cards because if I don't, then we're both in trouble. So, anyway, here we go. We're going to talk about going. We're going to talk about bad homeschool day. So, if you have a bad homeschool day with your kid, sometimes you need to look into it. Everyone knows that there's just bad days sometimes. And is there anything that you can do about it? How can you make a bad day better? Well, first of all, you as the teacher need to identify the problem. Is it just a fluke bad day, or is there a reason for the bad day? Did the student get enough sleep at night? Is the student trying to control his or her homeschool situation? Does the student like homeschooling? Is lack of mental social stimulation depressing to the student? We're going to talk about these scenarios and how to make them better. First of all, is there a valid reason your child is having a bad day? Is it a one and done occurrence, or could there be a problem? Sometimes there is a reason your student is having a bad day, and you have to be the detective that figures out the problem. So let me list a few problems that may arise in your homeschool experiences. So if the student does not get enough sleep at night, that's a problem, and you'll probably have to try to assure that your child gets more sleep. If the student doesn't have enough structure in his or her homeschool day, that means that the child becomes unmotivated to do schoolwork or is adding a level of chaos to the day. If the student is not challenged academically, the solution is probably to give the child a curriculum that will make him or her think. It'll be the teacher's responsibility to pinpoint that exact problem. If the student is too challenged, the curriculum the teacher has chosen might be too hard, complicated, or involved. The student may have troubles with comprehension of the lessons. If the student is bored, sometimes you can solve this problem by having a reward system. Sometimes you need to spice up your curriculum. Maybe the child needs a real-world experience attached to textbook exercises, or at the beginning of a new chapter, or at the beginning of a new unit of curriculum. If the student learns by particular learning styles only, the teacher will easily be able to see where the child flourishes. There are 4 basic learning styles. There's visual aids, or visually, reading and writing. Audit is the second one. Reading and writing is number 2. Number 3 is auditory, and number 4 is learning by doing. So we'll go into that more in another show. The teacher may need to tailor the student's curriculum to those specific learning styles that the child excels in. If the student is depressed because of homeschool social isolation, this is a real thing. Some children need social stimulation. Those kids usually like being around people, and when they don't have interaction with a group for too long of a time, they don't cope well. Here are a few solutions I can think of. You can enroll your child in a weekly class. You can go to church more often. You can enroll your child in a sport at the local school. You can have your child join a club. And I'll go into this more, the clubs in more detail at a later show. Here are some clubs that your child might enjoy. There's 4-H, AHG, FFA, Campfire Girls, Frontier Girls, Quest Club for boys and girls, Awana, RA for boys, and CA for boys and girls. There's Pathfinders for boys and girls, and Adventurers for boys and girls. There's Girls in Action, there's Pioneer Club, there's BB International, and GB International. So just do some research to find the best solution for you. If the bad day is an occurrence that probably won't happen again for a long time, and there's nothing that you can do to fix it, then just be compassionate. So here are some ways to show compassion to your student who is having a bad day. Offer your child a favorite drink like a strawberry lemonade. You can tell your child that today is pajama day. That way, your child can be comfortable and have a little fun with it. Find a little thing that will brighten your child's day and makes the day easier. Well, that's what I have for dealing with a bad day. Never underestimate your teacher power of observation. I wanted to let you know that I have plans for future shows on putting together curriculums. And I just want to thank you for joining me at Homeschool Chat. I hope you have a blessed day. Bye.